being able to see guys, play in front of a crowd for the first time and see how they respond, see how guys respond to good and bad. There was some of that. I thought the defense responded really well to some big plays and then not allowing the offense to score. I thought that was really, really good. And so, but really looking like, what does game day look in these guys' minds? Like, do they do this all week long and practice this all week long, and then all of a sudden on game day they do something different? And so that's what I was really looking for whenever I went into the spring game.
For the offensive line was a little bit weird at first, and now they're finally seeing the simplicity of how we do things fast, but it's not that we took anything away from it. It's the NFL pro-style calls and schemes added into this is how we do this as fast as possible. So I think once their brain has kind of meshed that, it's not anybody that has just completely excelled, but they're as a unit finally figuring out he's not asking me to do extra, just do your job, and it plays everything out. It also goes back to the center position. Whoever's at that has to make all of the calls, and we'll see how it transpires on the spring game, because that's the most important position in our offense, because they got to get us right.
Yeah, the spring game was great. We had a lot of fans. Shout out to the fans for coming, and it was awesome to play in front of a couple thousand, I think it was, again. But as far as the team, I would say, we had, I thought we did really well. I mean, the offense and defense played well, throwing the ball. Our QBs, Tyler and Donovan and Barron, they all had really good spring games, and hoping just keeping the build off of it. Especially we had some good kicks as well, so that we did our job. And it was really good overall. We had a really great time, and it was good to be back out there.
I feel like we came together and kind of helped the offense to 6 points, I believe. And that kind of shows like what we're capable of playing together. And it's just a start. I mean, we're not anywhere close where we want to be, but it kind of shows that if we buy in and keep buying in, it's going to work.
Where some of the things that we've been talking through and really working on culturally, of like being able to play to what's next. If a bad play bleeds into another bad play, or does a bad play, can you let it go, flush it, and get to the next play? I think you see that. I think you get to see a little bit of game day anxiety. It's like where they're at, and we talked through that all week long. So being able to see guys, play in front of a crowd for the first time and see how they respond, see how guys respond to good and bad. There was some of that. I thought the defense responded really well to some big plays and then not allowing the offense to score. I thought that was really, really good. And so, but really looking like, what does game day look in these guys' minds? Like, do they do this all week long and practice this all week long, and then all of a sudden on game day they do something different? And so that's what I was really looking for whenever I went into the spring game.
Great today, let's be great. Let's get it, bro. Let's go.
Hey, here we go, here we go, here we go.
It changes play. This is a defensive university. This is a defensive university. Let's go. Jog it off, jog it off, jog it off. Jog it off! Jog it off! Here we go! Here we go! Here we go! Jog it off! That's two! That's two! That's two! That's two! That's two, baby! That's two! That's two! Hey, what y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna let them score? Hey, who are you? Hey, know who we are. Hey, know who we are right now. Hey, come on, come on. Out of here. I commented the other day, you know, how free they played in the Liberty Bowl, and that was our goal to do today, is just play free and have a lot of fun and see how fast we can play. And keep them going, man. No rolling energy right here. Keep them going. Hey, what's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Hey, get to the ball! Get to the ball! We can play harder! We can play harder! You know, there's a lot of people right now that are not naming quarterbacks because they're worried about one of them would jump in the portal or something like that. Our guys are really competitive, and they love Texas Tech. And so I'm not worried about that if I named one tomorrow. I just think that where we're at, we probably, we got to look at this game and see what they did well and what we can improve on, and then continue from there. Whenever I saw our guys in game uniforms, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, my adrenaline got pumping, my heart got pumping even more, because it just means that we're that much closer to getting ready to play real games. June and July, we're about to really grind. We have a whole nother cycle that we can be a really, really strong football team, and the stronger we get, the more physical we'll be. I'm all about effort. I always tell people I can close my eyes and see what football's supposed to look like. And what it's supposed to look like, if you think about it, this is going to sound crazy, but when you put your foot in an ant bed and everything just swarms you, that's what football is supposed to look like to me. To get that way, all 11 people, their threshold of playing really fast for a number of snaps, you know, they feel good about that because that's what they've done. Now they're here because we've pushed them farther. It's our job to get them to where their comfort zone is, man, I can play this fast. It was a great moment for us to get on the field and be around the Red Raiders and show that I've told everybody we're a work in progress. We're not where we're going to be, but I promise you we're going in the right direction.